You've been in the beauty industry 10 plus years. Why are you still struggling? Hey babes, I'm Christine, the BeautyPro coach, host of the BeautyPro podcast. And this episode, I want you to truly, honestly evaluate yourself, your experience in the industry as a hairstylist, esthetician, beauty or barber pro. Like, I want you to really look at yourself and figure out why you haven't automatically translated into your version of success, financial freedom, career satisfaction, business growth. Like, this is the episode of intentionality and getting to where you want to be. So let's close the gaps. Here we go. So you have 10 years of experience in the beauty and barber industry. You kind of talk about it pretty bragging, right? Like, I've been in the industry 10 years. I've been doing hair 10 years. I've been doing waxing, skin, all 10 years. I'm a 10-year veteran. Absolutely. In your heart of hearts, you don't feel that way. Who you are doesn't match what you're saying as far as experience goes, right? But it's a tough question and it needs an answer. And sooner or later in this industry, you're going to have to account for it. You've been behind the chair for 10 plus years already. You've been doing the things. So why are you still living appointment to appointment? Why are you afraid to raise your prices, hire more staff, scale your business? Why are you wondering why the newer stylists seem to be passing you? Like, what's the disconnect, right? I truly want to help you unlock that block that you have. Like, you are blocking yourself from getting to where you want to be. And I'm really hoping that this episode kind of chips away a little bit at it. And you and I can actually have a real discussion about it. One of the biggest misconceptions in our industry, whether you are a beauty or barber pro, you're a salon or spa owner, you know that experience doesn't always mean expertise. Okay. It's one of the biggest misconceptions. And the longer that you're in business, you're thinking that, well, the more successful I'll become. Time does not automatically generate growth. It just doesn't. Experience only comes when you are open and willing to become valuable. You have to learn from everything. Years don't matter. Years are just a factor in life. I want you to ask yourself, like, are you intentionally improving year after year, month after month in the salon? Are you doubling sales? Are you working smarter, not harder? Are you working less but making more? That's intentional. Are you just repeating habits, which a lot of times are bad habits? Are you doing that and just getting yourself deeper and deeper into the hole? Some examples of what I mean are, you're telling yourself, well, I'm hoping things will pick back up. It's really slow, but it'll get better. Are you still avoiding social media and websites? Like, I have met people, I have taught at classes that they are still using a notebook, an actual fill in the blank appointment book. Is that what you're doing? Stop it right now. I'm talking to you. Are you charging worth versus value? Do you know what your worth is versus the value? The cost it takes you to do the service? Are you still consulting the same way you did when you first started? Or have you grown and really created an in-depth consultation style? Time and being in the industry might make you older and have seniority, but reflection and action is what actually moves the line to make you better. We hear it all the time that if I just work a little more, maybe after 10 years or I'll get better over time. Like, no, your goal shouldn't be to work more, to offer more services, more hours. No, your goal should be to create more value. That's how you scale. That's how you expand your business, by adding more value so that you can work less, charge more, be smarter, not harder. You understand? I don't want you to ask anymore. Okay, how can I squeeze this client in? No, you need to be asking, how do I increase my average ticket, my average retail sales? How do I cross promote? How do I upsell her and still meet her needs and time crunch? How can I create additional income streams without burning out? Those are the questions that you need to be asking. Is if you've always wanted to be an educator but have never gotten the opportunity to do so, guess what? You're living in the age of computers. There are lots of educational formats. Start recording yourself. Start getting really friendly with the camera and start teaching. It's better done than perfect. If you want to sell more retail, get on with Salon Interactive, create an Amazon store, create your own product line, actually buy and always keep in stock retail items. Tell every client about them. Things don't just sell themselves. There's somebody that has used it that tells another, that tells another, that tells another, and before you know it, the shelf is gone. If you're constantly solving your problems by doing more, you're incarcerating yourself into a job, not an actual functioning working business that can function and live without you. So let me guess. Early in your career, you were taking classes, you were so passionate, you were watching tutorials, you're practicing constantly. You have so many dummies at the house that they're all colored and trimmed and updoed, and you were doing all the things. And somewhere along the way, you stopped growing. You stopped promoting yourself. You got burnt, right? And I bet it's because you didn't develop the areas of leadership. Hey guys, really quickly, I know this is a great episode, but I just have to share really fast. Something no one tells you is the better your business does, the more time it takes to run it. More appointments and more locations end up meaning more hours spent on scheduling, follow-up, and marketing instead of time with your clients and staff, let alone your friends and family. There's a better way where you can keep growing and get more time back. Gloss Genius is the intelligent system that handles more of the work for you: scheduling, payment, staff management, marketing, and client follow-up, all done automatically, working in the background to fill your calendar, grow your revenue, and keep clients coming back. 120,000 beauty and wellness businesses trust it to run their operations so they can focus on their vision. Are you ready to earn more and actually get your time back? Use code BeautyPro at glossgenius.com for 15% off your first 2 months of their premium plan. Let's get back to the show. Communication, personal growth, personal development, which is more or less the same. You didn't take a business class. You have no idea what financials to be looking at. Your timing sucks, right? Somewhere along something happened and you stopped investing in all of these things. So now I'm going to ask you, when was the last time that you invested truly into yourself, that you were willing and ready and open to get out of the comfort zone and push the limit? When was the last time you did that? Your business stops growing when you stop growing. And let me make this also very clear. If you're taking the same class over and over and over again just to say, well, I took a class and it's the same thing all the time, it never changes, baby, you're lying to yourself. Because if you're taking the same classes over again and you're not learning anything, and you're the smartest person in the room, you're not going to grow. You can't lie to yourself and say, yeah, I'm taking all these classes and I know more, when you're doing the same thing. Get out of your comfort zone. Take a different class. Your comfort zone creates complacency, and complacency is a fancy word for laziness. These are the signs that you know that you're playing it safe. You haven't raised your prices in years. You don't market yourself. You're not posting on social media consistency. Nobody knows what's happening. Like, there's nothing new. You don't go networking. You don't talk to other people. You don't go to classes. There's no collaborations. And you have gotten to the point where you actually say, this is just how things are now. So the real question then becomes, are you protecting your peace, or are you just creating more excuses for yourself? Are you feeding the true version of you, or just adding to your ego? A lot of beauty and barber pros actually measure success by how booked they are, how busy they are, how exhausted they feel, whether they have a loyal clientele or not, whether they've been in business for X amount of years. Like, these are accomplishments and they are absolutely something to be proud of, but it's not the whole picture. A better question is, am I profitable? Is my business scaling at at a steady, sustainable rate every year? Do I enjoy what I do? Do I still have the same passion for it that I had X amount of years ago? Am I spending quality time with my family and my friends? Am I investing into my relationships? Am I building wealth or just to get by the next paycheck? Longevity is admirable. Like, you want to have a long lifespan, but you also want to be able to sustain that in such a way that you don't have to be codependent on the business that you created. Does that make sense? So even though you've been in the business 10 plus years, those first 10 years, or maybe even just before you listen to this podcast episode, you're building your craft, you're really perfecting it, you're getting it down, you're learning the skill set. But now that you've listened to this podcast, now that we've been connected, now it's time to take the next 10 years and really work on who you are as an artist, a professional, a business person. How are you going to create freedom? Like, are you planning on doing hair well into your 80s? You shouldn't. I hope not. We need to be working and looking at your wealth and how you lead others, and how you create freedom for yourself and anybody who comes around you. So here's the tough questions. Again, I always like to end with a couple questions to really get those blood and brain juices flowing, right? What do you want your career to look like 5 years from now? We're going to do some manifestation. This is for real. If nothing changes, like if you listen to this episode and you're like, I know more than this girl. Like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. So if nothing changes, where are you going to be in those 5 years? If you made one bold decision this year alone, we got about 5 months left. 6 months left of 2026. What are you going to do differently in this half of the year? And how soon are you going to do that differently? Your best years, your passionate years are not in the past. The time is always now. You have this moment to change the rest of your life. And you have this moment, every single moment for the rest of your life. That's how we have to be looking at our careers, our lives, our relationships, one moment at a time. So I don't want you to be asking yourself anymore, why am I struggling? Why am I stuck? I'm not getting anywhere. No, I want you to start asking and believing, what do I have to do next? What do I have to let go of? What skill do I need to develop better in my life? Is it communication, marketing, financials? Is it personal development? Like, are there things in my life that I need to really confront and tackle? What's the opportunity that I keep pushing off? Like, I need to change. I need to do this, because your experience and the time in the industry is your foundation, but it's not the finish line. Like, you're not dead yet. Okay. You need to change your life. And it starts now, right now. You don't need to start over. You just need to start exactly where you are. And you need to meet with somebody like me, who I actually like to meet you where you're at, where you are right now, so we can move into your future. We don't need to look at your past anymore. It's the moment from right now forward that actually counts. And I want you to book a complimentary, risk-free, there's no cost, there's nothing, discovery call with me. It's completely free, one-to-one, you and me. It is unbiased, non-judgmental, completely open. It is everything about you for you. So we can start peeling back those layers that are holding you back. This is what you're going to do. You're going to comment under this video. You're going to leave a review or rating wherever it is that you get your podcast. And I want you to type in the comments, next level. And we're going to get to the next level. And I'm going to know that you're interested because you're ready. And I'm going to send you the link so that we can book our call and we can talk right now. If you feel like you want to speed up the process, send me a DM on Instagram. I am always on there. It is me. It's not some bot. It is me connecting with you like a real human being. Let's do this. Let's get you to the next level. And I'll talk to you soon.